Trey Lance continues to trend up. He's still working out. Today is the 49ers Local Pro Day. We're going to talk about some of these prospects that are going to be attending today. I want to know who you like out there. Stick around. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty right here on the Wayne Breezy Show.
Breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded. I got the Niners on my back, you know. Breezy this, breezy that. Ain't nobody working like Breezy, and that's a fact.
What's going on? The Breezy's Bunch is definitely in the building early, just the way I like it, baby. Shout out to everybody out there. Welcome to the Wayne Breezy Show. Hey, I can get the bop. I got the bop. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Listen, today's gonna be a fun show. All right, and I'm looking to try again to open up the phone lines because I definitely want to hear from you. We always have plan B. All right, so there's going to be a plan A, plan B going along with that. But listen, we're going to talk about Trey Lance a little bit more. I got a question. The question is going to be for those that joins the show, so I'll save that a little bit later. All right, and let's talk about this pro day that the 49ers are hosting today. And maybe some of these prospects that are going to be there, will any of them stand out? It's going to be, to be continued, I guess. We'll talk about that later on with Larry Kruger. I'll be back on at 5 p.m. right here on the Wayne Breezy channel. So, guys, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Shout out to all the Breezy's Bunch members out there. I see my man Eddie G in the place to be. What's going on? Eddie G is in the building. I got Nia in the building. Good morning, Breezy and Faithful. Happy Wednesday. Today is hump day. That's right. Boss is in the building. Great morning, Niners fam. Let's recruit these new warriors. You know, the one and only Troy. No, good morning, Breezy and family. Shout out to you out there. I appreciate all the Breezy's Bunch members in the building. Good morning from Peachy Brown. Good morning, everyone. Let's have a great show. Hashtag that BB. And let's go Lakers. If you're a Lakers fan, congratulations. You are officially the 7th seed. I'm giving the Laker fans a round of applause out there, man. The Laker fans have been it's been an amazing season for them. It's been some ups and downs. Listen, Lakers fans, I've been there. I'm a Celtics fan. I understand your frustration. But look, I got this funny feeling that the Lakers are going to be in the NBA Finals playing against my Celtics. So y'all can take that how y'all want to. Sorry, Golden State Warrior fans out there. A little basketball talk for you guys. Miss Debbie's in the building. Niner Rich, what's going on with the hashtag BB? Miss Debbie says, I need to be with my people this morning. Miss Debbie, I love you. You know you're always in my prayers. Let's get down to the formalities of the show. Definitely want to take care of these early. YouTube, make sure you guys like. All right, don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channels right there, right below at The Wayne Breezy, or you can go ahead and copy and paste that link or click in the link in the description of the show. Listen, you also could become a member, and I'm encouraging everybody to become a member of the Breezy's Bunch, man. It's really cool to have those private conversations with you guys, and you guys get a little, some perks and things like that. So go ahead, man. If you want to become a member, just click on the join right next to the logo. Bam, it's right there. Super simple. Also, for those that do give super chats, I'm going to read the first super chat for the very first person that gives a super chat, and then we're going to do a super chat segment at the end of the show. So let the super chats come in. Don't worry. I'm definitely going to read you. You want to get your point across. I got you. I promise. For those that want to give super chats. But I'll read them toward the end of the show. I got a whole segment set up and things like that. All right. So make sure right there on YouTube, you go ahead and do so. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you like to listen to it. All right. So a tad bit different than what you watch live. It's a little bit more edited and things like that. Spaces chopped out and some things. All right. But make sure you go ahead and subscribe right there on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Those are the two main ones. All right. And don't forget to leave a 5-star, you know what I'm saying, liking, comment, all that good stuff, man. Leave that 5-star rating. Is super important for the actual podcast, all right? And don't forget to follow and subscribe on Twitter, all right? You could be a subscriber on Twitter as well at The Wayne Breezy, as well as Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to join right there, man, at the Wayne Breezy. It's super, super duper simple. All right, super duper simple. Listen, and don't forget to shop at www.twben.com/shop. All right, you can get some of the Wayne Breezy apparel. This is one of the original shirts that I have. You can see I'm rocking the Shanahan hat. I'm gonna have this uploaded to the site as well, so stick around for that. If you want this particular shirt, it'll be up there in various colors, man. I'm trying to promote the Wayne Breezy stuff as much as I can before the 49ers year kicks off, because we're going to be hitting you with 49er exclusive shirts, designed right here by the team right here from the Wayne Breezy network, all right? So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. Don't worry, man. There'll be some coupons and discount codes up there for you guys. I'll make sure I get those out, especially to the members of the channel. Members will, certain member tiers, you'll get a certain discount. What's going on, Travis King? I see you out there, baby. Shout out to all the subscribers to the channel as well. Sim, Kali, I see we got some haters in there. It's all good, man. It's all love, man. Mike and Kim, what's going on, man? Good to see you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we got some other shows going on right now, but I appreciate you guys for being here with your boy. All right, so I want to start the show off discussing something that was out, that got put out there yesterday by 49ers player Travarius Mooney Ward. He was asking for prayers for his daughter. She had to have open heart surgery on yesterday, and then he came back. So I want to thank everybody for their prayers. I tell you what, this 49ers community is something different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's a different type of community, and I love everybody. I love every unique person that makes up the 49ers community. I think it's one of a kind in the NFL. There's only one out of these 32 teams, one community to me that I just feel is the best. And I've been around other fan bases and other fan communities and things like that, but nothing resonates like the 49ers community. So give yourselves a round of applause. But he did put out a little bit later the update, that his daughter had a successful open heart surgery. You know what I'm saying? And it's just prayer, prayer works. You know what I'm saying? And so continue to pray for those that need prayer out there. If you need prayer, don't be afraid to ask for it. And Troy says this best. He says the power of prayer is everything. Some people, you don't have to necessarily be a believer in what I believe, but if you know how to speak a certain type of word and get through to your certain source, man, that's what it's all about. But the power of prayer is everything. Troy, I agree with you 100%. I couldn't have said that better. Also, one of our members here, one of our super members here, you guys know her as Jacqueline Knox or Jack or whatever like that. Listen, she experienced a very heartbreaking, tragic moment on yesterday. So if you don't hear from her, if you don't see her around, listen, please keep her and her family in your prayers, man. It's super important. We need the power of prayer to come together more than anything right now. She's dealing with some issues within her family. I'm not going to put her business out. And please, if you go and hit her up, don't ask her what's going on. Just let her know you're thinking about her and that she's in your thoughts and she's in your prayers. I think that'll be the best way to go about it. When she's ready to talk, I'm sure she has zero problems of letting you guys know what's going on. But please keep Jacqueline in your prayers. It's super important, man. We need the power of prayer. Troy, I couldn't have said this any better, man. I couldn't have said it any better. So, Troy, thank you for that comment, and I appreciate you, all right? Uncle Scott, what's going on, baby? And then, like I said, the power of prayer has been working because, look, Mooney Ward's daughter, successful surgery. Now let's pray for healing. Let's pray for all those different types of things. Mooney, if you watching the show, man, we got you, bro. We got you 100%, man. We got you 100%. Continue to pray out there for those that need prayer. Let's talk about this next subject, the NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And so I was sitting here saying to myself, okay, now YouTube TV is a subscription service, just like DirecTV was a subscription service. I remember having DirecTV at one point, and then I was just like, it's a little too rich for my blood. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and plus I was getting tired of the satellite. This was before DirecTV kind of went dishless or whatnot. Many of you that have DirecTV is probably dishless, but nonetheless, the contract has been switched over. So now let's talk about the prices And I want to get your thoughts. All right, so here's the prices. This was put out by Ari at My Sports Update. He put this out. YouTube has announced this pricing for NFL Sunday Ticket. Now, if you're a subscriber of YouTube TV, okay, if you're a subscriber, it's $349 for the season, $249 if you purchase before June 6th. So isn't that the cutoff? Like that's a weird date, right? So if you purchase before June 6th, okay, you'll get a nice hefty discount. Now, if you want the Red Zone bundle, which to me, the Red Zone channel is everything. I can live off of Red Zone alone. I don't know about you, but I can live off Red Zone alone. Like I just put it on, and I feel like I'm getting all 32 games. Now, if there's a team that's not scoring, then it's unfortunate. But they play stuff, I could live off red zone. But, when you want to watch your 49ers, when you want to watch your favorite team, I see we got other team, members in here. We got some Patriot members and things like that. If you want to watch your team, this might be the way to go, especially if your team doesn't, you're not in that local area of the team. And this doesn't sound too bad, all right? So it's $289 early if you get the red zone bundle. So $289 early is not bad, right? And that's for, the month of, the months that football is playing, right? And then if you're a non-YouTube TV subscriber, so if you don't have a subscription, you just want Red Zone, it's $449 or $350 before that June 6th date. And then if you want the Red Zone, it's $389. So it's $100 more if you don't want to subscribe to YouTube TV. Now, I don't have a subscription to YouTube TV. I don't know what YouTube TV is. I don't know how great it is. A lot of people aren't really feeling it. It's Sunday. Look, I gotta read some of the comments. Kylie says Sunday Ticket is on some. Man, crack is cheaper than this, bro. I mean, it used to be. I don't know if the price of that went up. I'm not that we're promoting it or anything like that. I just always thought, it was a little bit cheaper. Travis says, let's just pay for it and then stream the games until we get shut down. Listen, everybody has their methods. Okay, everybody has their methods. Okay, I'm not going to put anybody out there on blast. That's not what I do. I'm no snitch. We're not going to do that. That's not who we are. Okay, that's just not who we are. But I will say this: however you choose to watch it, there's nothing like Sunday Ticket. I will put it like that. I know it's a streaming service, but it's nothing like it. Trust me. I've had it, and I've had others, and I've had others, and others of the others. And, when your stream just stops in the midstream, you'd be like, what? I missed the play? God dang it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Things happen when you're not legit. So, we got some, Peachy says, I love YouTube TV. Look, you know what? Nia says, I love YouTube TV. I tell you what, Travis King, YouTube TV is fire. I don't even watch TV like that. Let me ask you this question. If I get YouTube TV, do I need to cancel like Hulu, Netflix, all them dumb services that went up out of nowhere? I feel like I can't cancel Netflix. I got that little bundle that's going on. You know what I mean? My man J-Dog says, I got the #1 streaming plug. I'm good. Hey, it is what it is. But YouTube TV needs to holler at your boy Breezy and give me a discount code to give to everybody. So that those that have YouTube TV can get a little discount. Felicia says, I love YouTube TV, but I'm glad my Niners are in my local market. This is, and this is how they make their money, right? This is how they make their money. They make it all for us because I'm on the East Coast. And when you're on the East Coast, if the Niners aren't on prime time, we just don't get a chance to see it. Now, I feel like this year, the way my bank account is set up, and the way I gotta take from my savings and put it into my checking, and Zelle this from that bank to this bank, and borrow this, like, dude, just the way I won't probably be able to attend a lot of the games like I did last year, which is okay because now I'll be home and I could create more content. I miss going live right after the show. I miss doing the overreaction shows and things like that. So I may need to get this Sunday Ticket because I definitely, it's hard. Bryant, what's going on, fam? I definitely want to be able to watch the games in real time with you guys. And I will say this, Y'all be knowing the play before I be knowing the play, and I know y'all tired of me telling y'all to shut up. I know you are. I know you are. All right. Marty Marr, 49er Empire says, my Fire Stick is awesome. So is mine. And so is my internet connection. One of the fastest in the world. But it's something about, and here are the prices, guys. If you're not, I don't know why we're promoting YouTube TV. We're not getting paid for this. It's $72 a month for a 1 month membership, up to 6 household accounts. So 6 people can. I tell you what, if you got YouTube TV out there, I know 6 people ain't using that joint. So hit me up after the show. DWayneBreezy@gmail.com. That's the latest on the NFL Sunday Ticket, man. Travis says he wants to do live stream games. We can't, bro. Wait a minute. Can we do live stream games if we're doing it from YouTube to YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but you got to email. Y'all got to email me these things. Y'all not going to get me kicked off. This show will not get banned. Not today. I did say I was going to start the show off with our first Super Chat contribution, and I want to make sure I do so, all right? So we got the first Super Chat contribution from my man Colin. He says, good morning. It's afternoon over the pond. #BB. I love it, man. Thank you so much, man, for your Super Chat contribution, and thank you for just watching the stream. I'm glad I'm here and I could be available for you guys to watch and things like that, man. I appreciate that. All right, and so yeah, it's all good now. And so I always do this, right? I say I'm gonna save the Super Chats to the end, and then they start coming in, and I'd be like, damn it, John V, don't tell me this. Don't tell me this. Wait a minute, my phone is ringing. Can you guys hear the phone ringing? Who the hell is calling me on this? All right. Knuckle up, put them up, guard your grill. You're on the Wayne Breezy Show. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey, this is Peachy. Can you hear me?
Peachy's in the building. Can you guys hear Peachy out there? I'm hearing like they said, yup. I don't know what yep means. I see Mr. BMW Lotus keeps calling me a fake A bleep, even though he's not spelling the A word properly. There's 2 S's in that word. So if you're gonna call me a fake ass, you want to make sure you add, the
does he want to be kicked out?
Nah, we're not in the mood of kicking out. But Peachy, they can hear you, so this is a round of applause. We finally fixed the gosh dang number.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Wait a minute, I got the praise break. So all right, so we can finally hear you. But Peachy, since I got you on the phone, and since you're a YouTube, we're talking about this YouTube TV. Sell it to me. Sell it to your boy Breezy. Why, other than the Sunday Ticket, do I want to get YouTube TV?
I think that Coach Cruz also summed it up pretty well in the chat as well. A lot of people had Xfinity or have Xfinity paying astronomical prices, and it's completely out of control.
Did you just put Xfinity on blast? Oops. Whoops.
Yep, sure did.
I sure did too. I sure did. I need Xfinity to come down about 30, 40 a month. Here's my...
And they keep going up and up, and this YouTube thing is... And plus, the picture is really, really nice. They definitely did some upgrades with the pictures and stuff, and the pictures look really, really good.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna take your word for it because you're Peachy. Hey, listen. I don't have any TV, so I have Hulu, and I have all those things. And I was thinking about getting a Hulu service TV thing, but then I'm like, I don't watch shows in real time. I'm okay waiting a day later to watch it or what if I watch something, but I feel like this YouTube TV is on a high right now, and them getting Sunday Ticket is the only reason why I want it. Plus, I got to make sure it's worth it because for $289, or is it $289 plus $70 a month? That's what I'm going to be spending. Woo, Jesus, that's a lot of money. Good Lord. Oh my gosh.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to YouTube TV since we're bigging them up and see if I can get Wayne Breezy a sponsor.
Now, Peachy, that's a boss move. Did you hear that, boss?
Right.
She just pulled a boss move right here on the show. Listen, Peach, I'm gonna get back to the show, but thank you for calling in, and I'm glad this works. Have a great day.
All right.
Bye-bye. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack, y'all. This is good news because the call-in number is going to be available today, and I can hear you, and you can hear you, and we're gonna have some fun. Don't worry, I got a nice juicy question for you guys to answer. All right. Let's keep the show moving, man. Look, I just want to remind everybody that the NFL draft. All right, the NFL draft dates are available below. It's April 27th through the 29th. Now, we don't draft on day one, which will be that Thursday. 49ers don't have first round draft pick, but they will have a three third round draft picks, which means it's the last three picks of the third round. We draft at the very end on Friday, as of right now. As of right now. That doesn't mean we may not trade up or things like that. So Friday is going to be the big day for the 49ers. Either way, they're drafting on Friday. I just don't know where. Right now, they're scheduled to draft at the very end of the draft. All right. So make sure you guys have your stuff available. Now, there will be a lot of live shows. Your boy Breezy actually will be working out there, but I will be tuning into many different draft shows. So I'm gonna pop in. I think Peachy's gonna be going live with Nothing But Niners, and then I'm gonna pop in there, and I'm gonna pop in on John Chapman's joint. I'm just gonna be making my rounds because I'll be out working and singing and making people happy. Because, like I said, I gotta stop taking money out of my savings and putting it into my checking, and then I gotta get my money back. All right. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff going on, or anything like that. Coach Cruz asked a great question, and I'll make sure I get to that. I just wanted to make sure I see your question in there, Coach Cruz. I don't have the list as of yet. The team will not release the list until right before practice. And so right now, what time is it out there on the West Coast? It's 11, so it's probably around 8 something. I'm not sure if they're practicing as of now, but the word that I got from my sources is that the team will release the list right before practice starts. Okay. So there's your draft day updates. I just wanted to make sure you guys know. And since we're talking about practice, let's talk about this private workout because to me, this means something. Right? This means something to me. Like the 49ers held a private workout with quarterback Dorian Thompson Robinson. Now, if you've been watching me on my shows and me on other people's shows, and every time they ask me who's the quarterback that I like, it's always this kid. Now, here's what's interesting because the 49ers held a private workout. And many are probably like, why? Like, why are you holding a private workout for these quarterbacks or for certain positions and things like that? Now he also had a private workout with the New Orleans Saints. Those were his two private workouts, I believe. But he's also going to be meeting with the Philadelphia Eagles as well. And I know that the 49ers have a quarterback room, but you guys have to understand that Kyle Shanahan already made it clear that he was going to go into camp with three quarterbacks. One of those quarterbacks won't be able to be in camp. They're not cleared to practice yet. That will be Brock Purdy. So who would that third quarterback be? I do believe that the 49ers are going to draft a quarterback. The question is where and when. I think this is one of those kids that they like out of UCLA. All right. I really feel like this kid can come in a situation, in an emergency situation, and keep things afloat for the San Francisco 49ers, just like Brock Purdy did. And when you draft a kid, like a Purdy, to me, he has those Brock Purdy skills. He moves really well outside the pocket. He can hit those throws on the run. He's a better running type of a quarterback. He's even a better running quarterback than Brock Purdy, right? Better scrambler and things like that. But here's the thing, like when I look at this kid and I'm saying to myself, like, he has the size, he has the arm, he has the skill set. Why would the 49ers draft another quarterback? And if you don't forget, there's a poll question going on because I want to know what you guys think about the 49ers and their quarterback development and kind of like how they go about doing their quarterbacks and stuff like that when it comes to the draft. So pay attention to that poll question that's out there. But this means something to me. They held a private workout for UCLA. They probably wanted to get a more fine tuning of the kid. They probably wanted to get look a little bit more at his throws and probably test his brains a little bit more. So this is pretty cool, right? This is pretty cool. I see Bomber T. If you guys got comments on DTR, go ahead and post them in there. Bomber T says he has some nice touch on the ball compared to Trey. I'm not even comparing him to Trey Lance. I mean, compared to Brock Purdy, he has better touch. Compared to any quarterback that we've seen out there, he has really, really good touch on the ball. Like really, really, really good touch. Okay. So it is what it is. I do like this kid, and like I said, he's a prospect. Now, what makes this even more interesting? All right. And if you're a moderator out there, you do please do what you have to do to make sure that the chat and the community out there feels safe. I don't want anybody to feel it doesn't bother me, but if it's bothering you and you're a moderator, you have the authority to do. You have the my authoritor to do what you need to do. You figure deal me? If anybody knows about Nori. All right. So here we go. DTR. Now, what makes this interesting too is that when I sit here and say to myself, like, how many quarterbacks have the 49ers even looked into? They've only looked into two quarterbacks. Two. They've only had visits with two quarterbacks. DTR had a visit a little bit earlier. And then quarterback Logan Bonner. All right. Quarterback Logan Bonner out of Utah State. Now, I do know Utah State is in the state of Utah, but I've never even heard of this school. I don't know much about the kid or things like that. He's a 6'1", 230. He's a bigger quarterback. Good golly O'Malley. Looks like he went to Arkansas State as well. He's 25 years old. Not sure what the 49ers, and like I said, they had a visit. Listen, a lot of these players that visit the 49ers don't necessarily, they don't necessarily get picked or get selected and things like that. Some of them do. The majority of them do. And so I don't know. But it just makes it clear that the 49ers are looking for a certain type of quarterback. So as I'm looking up the kid, I'm trying to figure out, like, now he was an all-star in the Tropical Bowl. So guys, there are several bowl games. I believe there's 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken, right? You got your Senior Bowl, you have your East Shrine Bowl, and then you have the Tropical Bowl. I may be missing one. I may be missing one, but those are your 3 bowls. Okay. All right. And so, Logan Bonner, he was an all-star. The 49ers got a chance to see him. Some of his accolades, all right, Mountain West Championship game offensive MVP in 2021, academic All Mountain West in 2022, honorable mention All Sun Belt Conference in 2020, and then the stuff goes on. He has 42 career touchdown passes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. 42 career touchdown passes in college, tied for the 4th most touchdown passes, 36 in a single season. So he's had 36 touchdowns in one season, and so you could tell he's definitely gotten better. And this is what matters. A lot of people want to know what he did his senior season. He started the first 4 games of the season, and he ended up missing the rest of the year due to an injury. So that's what ended up happening, and that's why you don't see a lot from him his senior season. But his junior season is a year he kind of racked up. He's probably got those 36 touchdown passes in his junior season. He played all 14 games, 3,694 yards, and he looks like when I'm reading his stats, he's a 49er quarterback. 263 point yards per game. All right, sounds like a 49er quarterback to me. 36 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Sounds like a 49er quarterback. Like this is just a kid that they actually had in for a visit. So Logan Bonner, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that name. I just wanted to put that name back out there because that might be a pick. All right, that may be a pick that somebody overlooked or whatever or whatnot. So Logan Bonner and then Dorian Thompson-Robinson. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks. Now, since we're talking about what's going down today, you have the local pro day. All right. Now, I don't have the time when that's going to start. All right. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have the time of when that's going to start, but the local pro day is today. Now, there is another quarterback that has been invited to the local pro day, and that's Jake Hayner from Fresno State. To me, and he was at the Senior Bowl, and to me, he was like the MVP of the Senior Bowl. He had a really good Senior Bowl. He had that one pass, man. There was one pass he had that no one should have caught the joint, but somehow somebody came down with it, and I'm like, all right, this kid's gonna be a problem. Like he's gonna be a problem. So Jake Hayner is the guy that's probably going to stand out today at the local pro day. but there's going to be several players there. I'm not sure. I don't have a list of the players as off the top of my head. I do know that there's one more player that I did get confirmation that was going to be there. He's a big defensive end. Hold on one second. Let me get my messages up. His agent hit me up and let me know that he was invited to the pro day. So let me go ahead and get that information up. This was a while ago. So the name of the agency is called Brotherhood Agency. All right, just in case you guys think I'm lying or whatever. His name is Philip Huff. All right, Philip Huff. And here's what stands out to me. Philip Huff, 6'7", 270 pounds. He's a defensive lineman, can play inside, can play outside. He will be attending the local pro day. He was in the Tropical Bowl. We just talked about that. So he played in that. So that lets you know this is probably where he got his invite from, because the 49er scouts were at the Tropical Bowl. How do I know? Well, they had a visit with, the Bonner kid, right? Logan Bonner. So they definitely were there. Okay. And so that's something interesting to watch. Big kid. Good God. PJ Huff. All right. Make sure you guys look him up. He is from the University of Nevada. All right. University of Nevada. Hey, you guys familiar with that school? University of Nevada? Anybody that we know went to University of Nevada that actually played for the 49ers? Yeah. I give you a hint. He was a quarterback. I'll leave it at that. He was a quarterback. So I'll give you a little hint. All right, now, Kaepernick, there it is. There it is. I didn't want to say it because I wanted to see if I can test y'all knowledge and things like that. But yeah, University of Nevada, he broke a lot of records out there in that conference. And so listen, the 49ers do look at that Mountain West Conference. Don't think that they overlook it. Hell, they drafted Alex Smith umpteen years ago. So they do look at that particular conference for players. Okay, so make sure you guys, just be on the lookout. You might hear these guys' names ring a bell or two. And if you do, you heard it here first. All right. Now, I do want to shift gears because we're talking about quarterbacks. And I want to talk about a quarterback on the 49ers roster who, in my opinion, is the quarterback one. And, he's out there doing what he does. All right. He's out there putting out work. Trey Lance is still doing the things he needs to do to take strides towards trending upwards, in my opinion. And the kid is definitely trending up. All right. Now, I do have the video of his workout. A couple of throws. He has some new throws. He was at TCU. All right. Texas Christian University in Texas, just in case you guys don't know where that is, TCU. I know about TCU because they beat my damn Michigan Wolverines because of Max Duggan. I can't, it's so funny, right? I love quarterbacks that can run, but I can't stand when my team has to defend a quarterback that can run. And that's what Max Duggan did, man. That's what he did. He just ran all over Michigan in that particular game. They just weren't ready for a running quarterback, right? And that was probably why they're able to beat Ohio State, because as much as I love C.J. Stroud, he has not been like the other. It's not a shot, Peachy. It's not a shot, John V. It's not a shot, Kylie, at your team. But I love C.J. Stroud. Is probably the best quarterback in this draft. But the difference between him and those other quarterbacks you guys have had in the past is their ability to move, be mobile, and do certain things, which used to give Michigan the fritz. It just used to drive them nuts. And so they got a Max Duggan, and he drove Michigan nuts. I mean, even though the game was still close, I think the refs cheated in that game. It's a whole nother story. All right, whole nother story. I knew that, John, but I just wanted you to understand, like, it's not a shot at him. He's a better quarterback than any of these quarterbacks that you had. But if you want to confuse a pro-style, prototypical defense that's looking to put the run away and defend the pass, you have to have one of these type of quarterbacks that can kind of move and elude everything. And so that's kind of like where I was getting. Yeah, he's definitely not a mobile guy, and that's what made Michigan be the past 2 years. They've been able to kind of like control him. They haven't had the word to stop the run. And so when they got to that bowl game, Duggan was like, well, I'm going to run, damn it, because that's the only thing I know how to do, which is another quarterback that may be a prospect for the 49ers, Max Duggan out of TCU. All right, let's talk about Trey Lance, his workouts at TCU. Here's the video. Let me go ahead and pull it up.
Now, don't watch it. Didn't watch that son of a bitch. Huh?
We'll watch the video a couple of times. And so, like, look, he's hitting a couple of darts. I mean, these are dart throws. Now, there are people out there critiquing the hell out of this, and I'm like, damn. I mean, it's just weird, right? Like literally critiquing it. Now, when you look at the first throw, looks like it's a little high, right? And the receiver kind of got to make the adjustment to go catch it. The second one to me was higher, but right in front of the receiver, right? It's kind of what you want to see. The first one was a little to where the receiver had to make the adjustment. And the second one, the receiver, it was right there. The receiver just needed to go up and reach up and get it. Now, listen, like I said, people are going to critique everything that Trey Lance does. But the cool thing about Trey Lance, to me, and what I'm getting from this is that he's out there putting in the work. And so, people talk about faith and all this type of stuff. I mean, faith without works is dead. And so this is why I have so much faith in this kid, right? And this is why they call us the faithful, because when you see a kid putting in work, right there, that lets you know that the kid's going to obviously, in my opinion, start trending more and more upwards, right? He's going to start rising up to the occasion. And so now, of course, we got to see it in live action. But this is where it starts. You guys want to see OTAs. That's what OTAs is going to look like. It's not going to be any hitting, not going to be any contact. It's going to be receivers, running routes, being on the same page, things like that. You may get 7-on-7s, but you probably won't get any 11-on-11s in OTAs, which is coming up in about a month, right? And even if you do, they're going to be padless, right? No pads for a couple of weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see more what this kid is. So here's my question of the day, and I'm going to put the number. I'm going to give you guys the phone number as well. So my question of the day is this, all right? Why do many want Trey Lance to fail? Now, I'm all for critiquing and constructively critiquing things, and so that players can get better and things like that. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the average critiques like, oh, the throw is high, oh, the throw is wide, oh, the throw is this. No, why is it that they want him to fail? And that's the question I'm hoping you guys can have an answer to if you choose to call in, all right? Now, I do want you guys to call in. I would appreciate it. It's a call-in segment. I haven't done one in a long time. And if you want to shoot the breeze with your boy, there's the number right there scrolling on the bottom of the screen. All right, listen, if you do call in, man, you're going to have 2 to 3 minutes, all right? Because I definitely want to make sure people get a chance and get their voice across and have some time to talk. But why do many want Trey Lance to fail? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why Trey Lance doesn't get the what's the word? I don't know. But we got a caller in here. I just feel like he's not getting that fair, equal opportunity type of chance to show who he is and what he can do without all the scrutiny. Dion, what's going on, baby?
What's good with you, Breezy? How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm doing good because the phones are working. Like, I've been trying to get these phones to work for about 2 months, and I think I finally figured it out. I told you it was a wiring thing.
Yeah,
I think we got them to work. I hope everything's well with you.
I'm good, man. I'm real good, man. You know what I'm saying? New gig next week, and
Yeah.
everything is rolling in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? New gig, new time, new money.
Awesome.
Everything's cool.
That's a
But
beautiful thing.
on the subject of why they want Trey Lance to fail, that's a hard one. Only because you never know what people truthfully do or don't want.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they hate on the kid so much. Like, what did he do to anyone to deserve the kind of hate that he gets?
Right.
I mean, you got Zach Wilson out here living his best life, doing the most, and they don't even hate on him to fail that much. But I think honestly, the problem is people are afraid of what Trey will do when he succeeds.
Mm.
And I think basically it's a situation where when you see Brock Purdy come out and have that magical run, you're like, oh man, this is great. We got our quarterback of the future. We don't need that Trey Lance guy anymore. But then you look and you see this workout video, you're like, oh, okay, he hanging with Mahomes. And as we all have been taught when we grow up, you are the company that you keep. So if you want to be the greatest, you got to hang around the greatest. You know what I mean? If you want to be rich, you got to be around rich people. You know what I'm saying? you got to literally put yourself into the right room with the right folks.
Mhm.
Jay-Z said it best. You got to show you got to know how to move in a room full of vultures. And that's basically what it is. The vultures is the media and all these people out here saying that Trey Lance isn't the guy and he can't do it. And believe you me, man, he's moving around those cats. And when you go work with Patrick Mahomes, or if you're thinking about it, you go decide, all right, Tom House worked with Tom Brady all this time. Let me go get at him and see what he can do to help with my motion or help with my footwork, whatever. Trey is sharpening himself so much and doing the things that he needs to do in such a great fashion that I think people are going to be scared of what he will accomplish once he gets actually on that field. Because I don't think Brock's ready for week 1. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe more like week 4, week 5, roughly. But then he's still got to have practice. So Trey Lance gets that 8-game window, and we rolling. Why am I gonna mess with something? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I think everything you're saying is like it's it's kind of like what I feel people, and when I say people, I'm not talking about any of us here, say like this community or things like that. Some of us don't want to see him succeed, but like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about nationally. Like the
yeah.
story is just that, oh, they're gonna trade him. Oh, they need to move on from Trey Lance. Oh, he's not who they wanted to draft in the first place. Oh, it's just a
Mm-hmm.
crazy narrative built around Trey Lance, and I'm just saying to myself, dang, like if he would have got drafted in the 7th round, would they
Mm-hmm.
still be saying the same things about Trey Lance?
Yeah. Yeah, and they wouldn't. We all know they wouldn't because he at that point it's like, well, you just take a chance on the guy and you see what you have. Now, yes, Brock Purdy proved to be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but we don't know if that's sustainable for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Nice that he ripped off those games. We won. Credit to CMC for being the guy and whatnot and being that safety net for everybody. But we don't know what Trey Lance looks like with CMC. We don't know what Trey Lance looks like if you give him the same playbook that you gave Jimmy and Brock.
Yeah.
Because I will always stick to this. It's very odd how if you look at just the small time frame that we had Trey Lance in, how heavy we were on the run versus the pass. And when Jimmy and Brock came in, it magically seemed to just go, let's throw the ball. So you give him those same opportunities. And then you get to insert my guy Joe Mahoney's favorite player, Danny Gray,
Mm-hmm.
into the fray
Mm-hmm.
because he can hit him on these bombs.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it.
Ray too.
We all saw that.
Mm-hmm.
He hit that bomb and hit him in stride and boom, catch the ball and keep on pushing. So that's the case for me. I think honestly, people are afraid of what he's going to do. But there's a lot of people on Twitter that have been posting like fake things as far as the 49ers go, and I don't know why. I think it's for clicks and likes.
Could be.
And people are posting like, oh, they traded Trey Lance, or oh, they did this, or oh, they did that. And I'm like, I don't understand why y'all putting this out here like somebody's actually gonna care, because unless we get real confirmation, we know you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Listen, man, I appreciate you for calling in. Always
all
spot
right,
on,
brother.
man. It's always a good time to hear from you too, bro.
Same here, man. Nothing but love to you. Nothing but love to the fam, man. Hope everything is great on your end. Continue to grind and be great.
Yes, sir, man. Same to you, brother. Peace out.
All right. Peace.
All right, I got some calls in the queue. We're gonna go ahead and give these calls back. Eddie Lee, I hope you're watching. We're calling you back right now. Oh, this feels so good. I could talk to you on the phone. Eddie Lee in the place to be. What's going on, baby?
Wayne Breezy, how you doing, my brother?
It's been a long time since I've heard from you, from the great Eddie Lee. What's going on, man? Everything good?
Oh yeah, bro. Everything's good. Everything's good. How you been, man?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed and highly favored, man. There's not much I can complain about, man. I try not to complain anyway. It kind of like takes years off your life, so I just try to keep things positive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me let you know. It comes up as Eddie Lee. I don't know why.
Oh, that's
Don't
not
ask me why.
okay.
This is Eddie G.
Eddie G. There it is. So we edited it right now. Okay, Eddie G. Done. Fixed.
Yeah, Eddie G and the Bulldogs. As
I
you like
got
to
you,
call
bro.
me. Man, so Trey Lance,
Yeah.
man, this poor young man. And I only say poor. I'm not gonna say poor like I feel sorry for him. The kid is young. He's gonna do good things, but it just seems like he can't do anything right without getting some kind of criticism.
Good
Nothing.
point. Good point. Now, are you?
Now,
Let me ask you before you continue with that point. Are you? Does criticism? Does constructive criticism bother you? Does it? Is
no.
that something that makes you feel some type of way? I know some people can't handle it. I'm talking about personally too. Like me, like I feel like, um, I say I can't handle it, but then sometimes depending on how it's portrayed to me, it affects me a little different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
so,
Absolutely.
a-
Absolutely.
and the reason why
Yes.
I'm asking you that, Eddie, is because Trey Lance is getting criticized like heavily, right? Like really heavily criticized all the time. Like if he walks different, oh, something's wrong with his walk. Oh, he needs hair club for men. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. His throw is this. And so like it's just like damn. Like I know he hears it, but how much does it really affect him? We will never know. But how much do you think it's affected him?
Well, I can only hope and I can only pray that the young man, I mean, make no doubt about it. These players hear this stuff. They're
Okay.
not stupid. They're on social media. They hear, they read this stuff. The only thing I can say is I hope and pray the young man takes some of it with a grain of salt and just, you know what, especially from the media. Like, Dion said it, you've said it. There are so many media folks, there's content creators, and, and everybody does a great job. But there are those ones who just like to stir the pot and take something and make it, try to make something out of nothing. And the ones that I like about, especially with Trey, is there's just too much unknown. There's too much. We know he's got size. He's got a damn good arm. He can be mobile when he needs to be, but he hasn't had enough time to learn. And I mean, how can you sit there and take a guy and just tear him down like you just said? They do. They go all the way down to his daggone hairline. Come on, man.
I mean,
What are we doing?
It's funny, somewhat. It's funny because I like the comparisons to LeBron James. Like some of his taste is funny, right? I didn't mean to say that the hair club for men. I'm sorry, Trey, but I mean, hey, man, you just got to know when it's time to let it go, And maybe that's why you always see him with the bandana on, and you don't get to see that part, the receding hairline. But hey, look, it's all good. But I guess I'm cool with criticizing. Like we just watched the clip, right? And so the first throw was a little high into the outside. And the receiver, it was a little behind him. That's what I would say. The receiver had to kind of like stop to adjust it. Okay. The second throw was spot on, and nobody's giving that credit. It's all about what he didn't do right. What about what he did right? And so like I'm trying to figure out like it's okay to constructively criticize, but why not talk about their strengths at the same time? So like for me, when I teach, right, I do too. I have this model, and it works. I promise you, especially with kids. Trey Lance is still a kid, and I know that we see people were like, "Well, we criticize our coach. You're a grown ass man." Trey Lance is still growing, right? He's still a kid, right? Yeah. So at the end of the day, what I do with my students, bro, and I promise you, if you guys try this out there, it literally works because what you want the child to do is you want them to learn from learn from the experience, right? So I give them two things that I absolutely love. I start off with the positives, right? Yo, this was dope. Like, did you see what you did here? And you intertwined this and you blended this with that smooth transition. Bam, right? And it's not to set them up for failure, but it makes that constructive criticism a little less harsh because some people just don't know how to dissect it or take it or receive it. And then I hit them with two things that I feel like they can be better on, right? And so that's the constructive criticism. And then I hit them with two suggestions. I would try this in this particular situation. So now they got to go figure out how I would do it and see if they like it. And they still don't have to agree with it. It's just a suggestion. And so, like, if we're going to critique Trey Lance and his throws, we're going to critique Trey Lance and his plays, cool. But what are we suggesting that he does so that he could get better? Now that comes down to his coaching and things like that. What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? Like we just heard Dion say it. You said it. What did he do? He went and found the best quarterback in the league right now, and went and wanted to work out with him and learn. Went over and saw Mr. Mahomes, and I'm going to say that because he's earned that title, Mr. Mahomes, and said, "Hey, what kind of advice can you give me?" Trey Lance is doing what he's supposed to be doing right now. I think it was Dan Orlovsky said his opinion is that Trey, right now, what you need to be doing is you need to be working right now. No vacations right now. No going on, showing up on social media at nightclubs and all that stuff. You need to be working right now. What have we seen so far with Trey Lance? We've seen him work out with Pat Mahomes, and we've seen him work out at TCU, and we haven't even had the draft yet.
Correct.
I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Correct.
And if they're going to criticize him, and I hope he's got that mentality of, you know what, criticize me, that's okay. I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna show you what I can do. That's what we can only hope the young man does. And like Dion said it, I agree with him. If he gets a I'm not even saying 8-game window. I'm gonna say a 4-game window, and we're in there and he's 3-1 or 4-0. Let it roll. Ride with it. You can have Brock as his backup. I know Brock. I don't disagree with the fact that Brock earned that spot if he was healthy, and he's not. So Trey has got the opportunity right now to come out here, get better, and put it down on the field, and that's where it's going to matter. And if he does, I mean, that's nothing but positive and great for him and this team. Now, if something happens and he's not showing that, then we'll talk about it. But right now, it's just a lot of media hoopla. It's a lot of people throwing stuff out there just to get that clickbait, get the views and all that stuff. And we should talk about it. But I'm more towards the positive side, and I think that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's working. He's putting in the work. You see him putting in the work. Keep doing it. Be out there, be in the film room, recognize, let your coaching staff tell you what they see. Take that criticism. To me, constructive criticism is good, as long as it's constructive. It's not just somebody tearing you down. It's somebody telling you, hey, this is good. Like you just said, give them something positive. Say, but here's what we need to work on here. And I think he'll take that, man. I think he will. I'm looking forward to seeing Trey out there. He deserves his shot. He has barely gotten a shot. You can't, and all that trade talk, I know we talk about it, and Lynch and Shanahan, we'd trade each other if we could. Yeah, that's right. It's a business. But you can't trade something you don't know anything about yet. That doesn't make sense. So, anyway, I think he's going to take advantage of it. I think he's going to do good. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. That's all I got to say. I've said it to you in many comments. Football can't get here quick enough.
Yes, you have.
So, I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready for the season to get going. I'm ready for good things to happen.
Hey, man. Listen, Eddie G, I appreciate you for calling in, man. Miss you, bro.
Hey, bro. Love you. And I look forward. Oh, and another, just to throw it on the side, them YouTube TV people out their damn minds with them prices. Good Lord.
Hey, man, somebody got to pay it, man. Listen, we'll figure it out. I tell you what, you know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. I can tell you that right now. We'll talk off the air.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
I love you.
Love you too, man. Oh, man. You know what? I'm calling people back. I'm not even going to say who I'm calling back because I ain't messing up another motherfucking name. I tell you right now. All right. We're going to end the call segment. I got two more calls in the queue.
Leave me a message.
Well, we know who this is. All right. So that's John. All right. Got that one right. We'll give John a call right back. Let's give my man Jay a call.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
Yo,
what's good, bro? What's going on, Breezy?
Hey,
How you been, bro?
I'm good. It's been a long minute because the app didn't want to work properly, but it's working now. That's the only thing that matters, man. But everything is good. Boston is the second
Yeah,
seed. The Niners gonna be better. They're gonna be back on the win track. What's going
you
on, man?
already know. You
Yeah.
already know, man. Shout out to Breezy, the Breezy Bunch, the chat. 49ers in the house. Boston in the mother effing house. You know, this is J-Dog from Boston, Breezy's boy. I got to tell it like it is, Breezy, man. I know it's draft time. I know this and that. But me, J-Dog, the president of the I Hate Kyle Shanahan fan club, and I got to keep it real, man. The only thing holding us back from getting the 6th Lombardi is your boy, Kyle Shanahan. I'm not saying your boy, but all these Kyle Corner, Kyle Kool-Aid drinkers with the Stevie Wonder glasses on that don't want to go by the facts. This front office has given this man, this coach, everything you can ask for. You know, you got all these talented players that you spent money on. You got all these draft picks, all these assets. You know, you get any other coach in this position with all this talent, and they'd be gone on the first thing smoking. They'd be fired. But what is it? With Kyle Shanahan, you put the glaze on him. You put the glaze, the honey dip. You put the paintbrush on him and make him seem like he's the second coming of Bill Walsh or somebody. Let me tell you something right now, man. Shade off from Boston in the house on the Wayne Breezy Show. I've been a fan for over 35 years, bro. I've seen the talk. I've seen what a top offense can do. I grew up with Jerry Rice, Joe Montana, Roger Craig, Terrell Owens, John Taylor, Brett Jones. Need I say more? Steve Young. You can't tell me nothing. You ain't what? Like it's some mysterious offensive wizard. Man, please, give me a break. You know what I mean? You couldn't even hold your dad's jockstrap. And it's not personal. It's just a simple fact that I'm so sick of Kyle Shanahan. What the hook, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got the most talented roster in the NFL, and you don't even want to win. You just want to win your way, bro. You know what I'm saying? You want to win. We got to win it the Kyle Shanahan way. You don't want to win. You want to win his way. You know, and that's what's holding us back. And that's facts, man. You know what I mean? You know, you got the best quarterback situation. You got 2 starters that can play. Okay? Which frees you up to do anything you want and construct this roster. And he's running the 49ers. And guess what? This front office has been the blueprint in the NFL for probably the last 3 weeks. They're pushing back contracts. They're signing key guys. They're signing guys with character. You have to hit no off the field stuff with them. I give this front office top-notch badge, bro. Like you know, Kyle Shanahan, bro. I'm telling you, I never, and Breezy, you know, I never wanted this man here in the first place. It's not personal. I saw from a long time ago, man. You know what I mean? I never understood the hoopla with this guy. And I just challenged the Kyle Shanahan Kool-Aid drinkers with the Stevie Wonder glasses on. I challenge you, man. Forget about what I'm saying. Go by the facts. What has he done? Have we had the best roster in the NFL for the last 3 years? Yes. Anyone else would be fired. What is the hoopla, bro?
Listen, I have.
I'm sorry, Breezy,
No,
man.
no. You
I
never
love you, bro.
love you too, and you never have to apologize. Listen, I'm gonna answer everything you said off the air. I gotta get the other callers on, but listen,
Yeah.
a lot of people feel the way you feel. I'm gonna leave it at that. A lot of people feel the way you feel.
Look at this roster, Breezy, bro. Look at this roster. The front office is giving this guy everything. Yo, we thought there was no idea that you would say we thought we could get a Christian McCaffrey. Front office made it happen with no first-round picks. We ain't got no first-round picks, and we still wheeling and dealing. The front office is amazing, bro. You know what I mean? He snapped his fingers. I want this. And why the hell? And why? Most of all, why has this right side of this line been looking ridiculous for your whole tenure? Give me a break. You can't get one dog at right guard or right tackle? One guy. And it's killed us. It's been a nuisance to us, Breezy. You know what I mean? So I just challenged the Kyle Shanahan, Stevie Wonder, Kool-Aid Corner drinkers. Please look at things objectively. It's not personal. I don't give a damn who's the coach of this team. I just want to win. And I see a roster that spent money with a closing window. We may have I'm going to say we got 1.5 years to win the Super Bowl, and then we got big problems. And that's facts, Breezy. And I'm Boston in the house. Thank you. on, Breezy. I love you. I love y'all in the chat. Faithful. It ain't nothing, man. It's just my opinion. I love y'all, man. Boston in the house, Breezy. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, appreciate you too,
Peace,
Bean
bro.
Town. Peace out, man. Now that, look, I need a minute. So I got a couple of callers in the queue. All right. I don't know where y'all got the number from because it left, but I'm gonna give you, I promise, I'm gonna give you a call. I'm not going anywhere. All right, I'm gonna give you a call. You're gonna get your chance to speak. That definitely took a different twist, and it's all good. That's why the show is here. I want you to call in, and I don't care if the topic says why isn't Trey Lance, blah 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 blah, whatever. Like, he wanted to talk about Kyle, and he had that built up for a minute because this wasn't working for about 2 months. So you had to let him get it out. Now, a lot of people feel that way about Kyle Shanahan. It's like, dude, you got all this talent and you can't win. And then, but there's some context to why, probably, and things like that. And so, listen, I don't have any issues with our head coach. Honestly, I'm the type of person that will say, hey, man, extend Kyle Shanahan for the next 2 decades. And then let's continue this trend of building a dynasty. Because I don't think there's any other coach in this league that could come in here and do what Kyle Shanahan has done. And and at the end of the day, Kyle Shanahan has been faced with adversity like a mother sucker. But J-Dog, I love that spot, man. I need you on this show more often. You just gave me energy, all right? And I love it. I need to be energized too. I can't be the only person with energy. That was energy. That's what I'm talking about. 2 more callers, I promise, guys. We'll do the poll question, and we'll get up out of here.
Wayne, what's up, fam?
What's going on, John V? First of all, thanks for calling in. Second of all, your show last night had me hooked on the stage. I'm sitting there playing with one hand, like trying to sing with my mouth and type with my right hand. That's why all my stuff was shorthanded. But the way y'all did your giveaways last night was, it was, let me give you the ding ding. It was perfect. Like, now, only constructive criticism I'd give is that's a long ass motherfreaking minute, bro. I'm sitting there in the lead,
I know.
and then I'm in the lead for 30 seconds, and then I gotta run for 30 more seconds. Like, I'm gonna run out of gas.
Listen. I'm gonna lower the time, man. The minute's long, but it gives me, Nick, and Tony time to take some side bets. We just Venmo'd each other like $15-20 last night. It was crazy.
Y'all were betting. I love it.
We were having a good time, man. But yeah, bro, we're gonna do it more often because the off season's crazy boring, and we like doing it, man.
That was unique. I've never seen
different.
that before.
It's different.
It was different. Definitely different.
But
oh, wait a minute. Hold on, John V. I'm sorry. I got a big pause out there. I said I was playing with my right hand. No. I hate this show with 100% passion. It's 100% hate because of you. I was playing keyboards while their show was live. And so and I actually was playing chords with my left hand so I could type with my right hand. All right. God dang it. All right, John, I'm sorry. You got the floor for her. You got the floor, bro.
All good, bro. So listen, man, I think the hate for Trey is real because, bro, I think a lot of it comes from the conference, the division, right? I think that COVID season lingers over him. I think there's a lot of narrative constructed because of those two things. And let's be honest, bro. Podcasts, bro. Certain content creators, I won't name names, but I think that we utilize YouTube for a pretty big outlet now, right? I think we get a lot of our content. I think we absorb it wherever we can, and I think the narrative gets skewed. And it's really directed, right in Trey's right in his lap, bro. Just this kid can't do it. This kid won't do it. Brock Purdy did this. Brock Purdy did that. Brock Purdy did his job as a backup quarterback. He did his job. That's it's almost as if Brock Purdy last season came in and took the job away from Trey. It's like Trey was your quarterback one till he broke his ankle. Then Jimmy got hurt, and then Brock came in. everybody did their job, and everybody contributed to that NFC Championship run. Everybody did what they were supposed to do, and it gets skewed because Brock had the most success, right? I just think that it's one quarterback utilizes other weapons. Trey didn't have McCaffrey. I think that's a true testament, and I really honestly believe that you'll see, Trey will get his opportunity, and he'll either make the best of it or it won't be enough. And I think that's all it really comes down to. Either he can do it or don't. It's rise and shine, bro. That's it. You don't get to develop. Unfortunately, you don't have the time to develop. You need to go out there and you need to, compete. You got to beat out Sam Darnold, and you have to convince Shanahan that, you're QB1 and that you can do just as much as Brock did. He doesn't even have to be better than Brock, bro. He just has to do enough. Just enough. Just enough. He doesn't have to be better. So, I mean, I think Breezy, it's just podcasters can skew the fan base and really get people going, man. And I think the conference, the division, or however you want to put it, man, I think that's where people really love those SEC guys and the Big Ten guys, and he didn't come from there,
Yeah, I mean, I think you're spot on, bro. It's a narrative, and unfortunately, this all comes down to Trey Lance. It's all going to come down to how he chooses to respond from his play. And so I'm hoping Trey Lance is up for the challenge of being constructively criticized, being hated on, being all these different types of things, right? But it's going to come down to week 1, bro. And so what do you do out there in week 1? And I'm praying that, when he gets that opportunity week 1, it's great weather. Can we not start the season off in a monsoon? You know what I'm saying? I'm just praying it's all those things to go in his favor, because Trey Lance, to me, in that Chicago game was playing pretty damn decent when the rain wasn't monsooning. And then all of a sudden it just came down to where we couldn't throw the ball as effectively, and his throws were a little off. But listen, I agree with you 100%, man. Look, whoever is the quarterback that's starting for the 49ers just has to come in there and do what they have to do. And Brock Purdy served his job, like you said. I think I wrote something about that a little while ago. Like, he was the backup to 2 quarterbacks, and Jimmy was the backup, and Trey was the backup to Jimmy. And so they all have played the backup role, and now they've all played the starter role. So this is a good problem to have. A lot of people feel like it's going to be a bad problem. It's not. It's a good problem to have because they all have starting quarterback experience, and they all know how to back each other up, right? That's a great problem 100%. To have in San Francisco, bro.
Yeah, I don't disagree, bro. I just think that it's, John and Kyle knew exactly what they drafted when they drafted Trey. They knew they knew that he was a raw talent, Wayne. They knew it. Was it unfortunate last season? Yes. That was crucial for him. That was crucial. This year, it's just, man, it's sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
You got to do it, bro.
He's got to do it.
You just got to do it. You just got to do it, man.
Just got to do
it. You have all the knowledge of the system. Nothing is new to you, dude. So I'm pulling for him, and I always will. I mean, Trey Lance, I'm pulling for him, man. I really am pulling for him. So
same here, bro.
With that said, brother, I appreciate you, man. All the love to you, man. I'll see you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Peace.
Later, homie. Take care.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, got one more call. I don't know who this person is, so I'm just going to give him a call back, give her a call back, and we're going to get word from this person, and we'll end this particular segment. See, I miss doing this. This is something that I like to do. Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Let me turn my YouTube off so we don't have the echo.
Okay. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Because I don't have your name logged in here, so I want to make sure I get it right.
This is Bryant Cole.
Yes, Bryant. Brian, I want to get on your show, man. I hear you got your show going on soon. We're gonna get that rocking. I promise.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Yeah, we just have a little bit of fun. If you guys are interested, come on the weekend. We talk a little 49er football and drink some coffee. If you
Yes.
want to drink something else, you're more than welcome. We start at 9 o'clock on Saturday, so
Okay.
you might be out there a little bit earlier, barbecuing or something. But hey Wayne, I just wanted to jump in real quick and say a couple things.
Sure.
Trey Lance is the guy, right? We drafted him, but he wasn't the guy that they were trying to draft.
Okay.
They weren't trying to draft a quarterback. They were trying to go after a veteran quarterback. And I think that's why a lot of people are mad, because we're a Super Bowl team and we're just missing that quarterback, right? And I'm not saying we need a certain quarterback. We just need the quarterback. So we haven't got that quarterback. Jimmy keeps getting hurt. Trey's gotten hurt. They're mad that he's been running like a running back. He's been hurt. He had a broken finger. Then they ran him through the Cardinal game. He injured his knee after that. The Texan game, he played well at the ending of the game. Then next year, we know what happened. He got hurt. It's really, no one knows if he would have played the whole season, if he would have done really well or not. But it's pretty easy to say he might have, because look at all the weapons that he had around him. And people were coming back. Kittle was coming back. Devo was coming back. CMC got traded to us. So there was weapons to come. But the problem, I think, with the fan base is maybe 4 quarters of the fan base. A fan base that says we don't have a quarterback, a fan base that says Trey should start, Brock Purdy should start, and one fan base that just says I want to win. I just want to win. It's been like almost 29 years since we won a Super Bowl. And if we move off of Kyle, who's going to be the next guy? We don't know who the next Andy Reid is. Right now, Kyle is the next Andy Reid. So we either put up with him a little bit longer and give him what he needs, and he wins that Super Bowl, or we see him go somewhere like Kansas City and get another quarterback, and then go from there. He didn't win the Super Bowl with Alex Smith. He didn't win the Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb, but he did get the championship games. He did make the playoffs. So for us right now, for people to say, oh, I don't like Kyle, okay, that's a personal opinion, but can you tell me one coach that could come in and rebuild the team the way we did after we had Chip Kelly and Trent Baalke? So, if you're faithful, everybody should have an opinion and should be able to come out and say what they want. But we need to look at the truth. The Niners are trying to get a veteran quarterback to win the Super Bowl. We ended up drafting Trey Lance because we couldn't trade for Aaron Rodgers. So, that might not be what everybody wants to hear, but that's the truth. We need to win the Super Bowl. I don't care who's the quarterback. So that's what I wanted to call and say.
And Brian, I agree with you. Like that's the optimal goal. There's only one goal, to win the Super Bowl. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the running backs are. It doesn't even matter who the damn coach is. At the end of the day, the team, the organization needs to host a Super Bowl, Lombardi. Like they need that. Like they need that trophy. They need to add that, to get over this you want to talk about the monkey on the back. Damn, the 49ers have been in 2 Super Bowls since the last time they won one and couldn't get over that hump. So I'm with you 100%. And a lot of people don't want to talk about the fact that the 49ers were after Aaron Rodgers. And do we need to remind everybody that Kyle Shanahan did call up his boy from Green Bay? I don't think they've spoken ever since, but he did call him up and was like, yo, what do you really want for this for Aaron Rodgers? Like Kyle was dead serious. Like they were gonna make that move, and then they ended up trading up to get a quarterback, which in my opinion helped the 49ers out and continues to still help them out, because now they're able to build the team. That's why I don't think necessarily we need the quarterback. I think we need a serviceable guy as of right now. So you build the team, and then you let that a quarterback come in here, and he may develop into the quarterback. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we need the quarterback. That's really funny that they got DTR, they're checking him out. They say when you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one, right? Well, if we go for DTR, maybe we'll get the quarterback with 2 last names and he'll be the one. But hey, Wayne, thanks for having me on.
Hey, I
I'd love to
appreciate
talk to
you,
you again.
Yes.
And everybody just remember, it's not the name on the back, it's the name on the front.
Here it is, man. Appreciate you, Bryant.
All right, thank you for calling.
Peace
You have a
out.
great day. Bye-bye.
Yep. It's not the name on the back, it's the name on the front. What a great segment. What a great question to respond to. You guys are amazing as always. We're not done yet, but I just thought that calling segment was perfect. And I just, the question that kind of was getting to me is like, why does it just seem like everyone wants to see Trey Lance fail? It's because they want to say, I told you he wasn't good. I told you he wasn't going to do this. We told Kyle Shanahan not to draft him. Could that be the issue? It just seems like that's the agenda that they're pumping out there, and I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. I just feel like I don't think you should want to see any of your quarterbacks fail. And the reason why I'm posing that question is because that's a national media kind of like take, right? It's not about what us content creators are putting out there or what you fans are talking about out there in the community. No. This is kind of like what the media is saying, right? They're not pumping up Trey Lance. They're not telling you that Trey Lance is going to have the upside and he could do this and whatever. They're talking about what he hasn't done and how he hasn't played football and how he can't stay on the field and how he can't do this. That's what they're pumping out. So to me, it's like they want to see him fail because they want to be right. It's our job, though, to remind them why Trey Lance was drafted, what this kid can possibly do and has the potential to do. And that's what we should be doing. Because if it was Brock Purdy, we're going to have to do the same damn thing whenever he comes back to football. I know we won 8 games. Can he do it again? Can he sustain and do it again? And so that's going to be the question. And then we should be pushing to say, hell yeah, he could do it again. Like, you get what I'm saying? So like, let's big up our brothers opposed to putting them down. Now, if you want to crack on my man's hairline, that's your prerogative. I'm not going to do it. I like my hairline. It's pretty cool. I ain't losing it yet. It's not even any gray hair on the top of my head, so I'm not talking about another man's hairline, okay? It's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, if that's what you want to do, then you on your Bobby Brown, all right? Or your Britney Spears, whatever era you was born. That's kind of what I'm talking about. All right, so look, great show. I do want to get to the poll question very quickly, and then I'm going to read the Super Chat contributions, and we're going to sing Happy Birthday at the very end of the show, all right? So let's do the poll question, because the question is simply, thought I had the question up here, all right? And before this, let me go ahead and highlight that because I'm not going to get yelled at by this particular person. I'm going to end the poll. We got 102 votes, which is good. I like to get over that 100 number or whatnot. The poll question is, with the instant success of Brock Purdy, okay? With the instant success, I mean instant, how frequently should the 49ers draft a quarterback? Should it be annually, every year, biannually, okay? Every 3 years, which is typically if they don't draft a quarterback in the first round, you kind of got the 3-4 year contract or whatever, whatnot, or none. They'll get one when they need one. They'll service it and figure it out. And so I know a lot of people are like, what the hell does this question mean? All right, but 41% of you said every 2 years you should be looking to replenish the quarterback, a quarterback in the quarterback room. And I kind of like that. I kind of like annual. I think that's what I would have did. I would have voted biannually bi-yearly if I did that as well. Biannually, bi-yearly, same damn thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I would have did as well. And so here's my reasoning, though, because I'm looking at and some people feel like you should just draft a guy every year and bring him into the system. If he makes it, he makes it, but at least you got a guy in the system. So every answer is right. Even if you say none and then you just go when you need one, that's still the right answer. You know what I mean? They're all right. It just comes down to preference. And it looks like right now the 49ers are looking to get another quarterback to add to this roster. All right. And so that's something that you guys want to definitely pay attention to. Again, DTR. Okay. DTR, private workout. Jake Hayner today, pro day. These are some guys. Now, I don't think the Niners will draft him early. I think if they fall in the 7th round, one of these quarterbacks will be a San Francisco 49er. I promise you that. Let's get to the Super Chat segment of today's show. I'll give you the rundown of the rest of the day for your boy Breezy, and we'll get up out of here, baby. Let's go. All right. Shout out to my man ATJ. What's going on, nephew? He says this: if the Patriots and the 49ers face each other, we're watching that together, fam. Yo, it's going to be a Super Bowl. And so if it's the Super Bowl, start saving your money, bro, because we going. I can tell you that right now. All right? So start saving your money because we'll go to the game if it's the Super Bowl. But they don't play this year. So Brandy, we got 2 Patriot fan contributions. Again, more contributions from Patriot fans than Niner fans. What's up with that? I'm just curious. I just want to know what's up with that. Niner fans, y'all got to step it up. Brandy says, "Hey Breezy, sending love to your show today. Thank you so much for the super chat contribution, B. I appreciate that." Colin, who sent his message and said he had to run, but he wanted to give another super chat, and I appreciate that, man. All the way from across the pond. Thank you for tuning into the stream. As long as you were here, I appreciate you. And we're gonna end the super chat segment with the king of super chats, Mr. Royalty himself. He's kind of like the LeBron James of super chats. I told you that here they come. The only way Kyle wins a Super Bowl. Wait, I gotta give him the floor. The only way Kyle wins a Super Bowl is if someone else calls plays. See, this is what I was trying to tell J Dog. Like some people, I did not talk about his hairline, but some people feel Kyle, anyway, let me finish reading it. Kyle goes into a halftime during Super Bowls and asks himself, what can I do that I haven't done all year to lose this game? He succeeds every time. A lot of people feel like when it comes to Kyle Shanahan, he plays it safe. That's what Kyle does. He doesn't go for the juggler. He doesn't go for the kill switch. He ain't trying to put you out your misery. That was bad English. I know it. But that's how a lot of 49er fans feel. And it's okay to feel that way. Because if that's the interpretation that you get, I understand it. Because that's what we've seen. All right? There's no reason why Kyle Shanahan shouldn't have been able to adjust to win that Super Bowl. I get Patrick Mahomes is the best damn quarterback in the league, but damn, you still had like the best defense that year, and you still had a pretty damn good team that year, and you had the best one of the best records that year. Like the 49ers should have figured it out. We could blame it on the players, we could blame it on the coaches, whatever. So I just want people to know, like, it's true. And then Sean comes in and says again, hey, have you noticed Doug Flutie as he ages looks like, what? Who's Klingon? An albino Klingon? Seriously, that forehead, wow. Be blessed, fam. God is good all the time, and all the time, God is good. I don't know who Klingon is. I felt like I've heard that name before, and I'm sure Sean will let me know who that is. And then the Queen is in the building. The one and only Miss Peachy Brown says, sending so much love out there to everyone. Thank you for watching the show today. The hashtag BB sign up for the Discord today. Grab the apparel. Become a member of the Breezy's Bunch. Links are in the description. So if you guys want to know who's out there managing and holding it down behind the scenes, Peachy's doing a tremendous job. Round of applause for Peachy. He doesn't get her flowers enough, so I'm gonna do more, Peachy. Thank you for the super chat contribution, and I appreciate you, love you, and all the hard work that you do behind the scenes. Peachy is just doing so much, trying to get this brand put out there, and the team that we have put together is doing a tremendous job as well. So Peachy, I thank you so much. All the super chat contributions out there, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for contributing to the show. You guys know these contributions help. They go a long way to making the show a much better place, a safer place, a better stream, better equipment, all that good stuff to make sure that we don't have these issues. Why do you think I get so mad when we have issues? You guys help take care of these things, and so that's why I get mad. So Klingon from Star Trek. I knew it. I told you would tell me. I knew it. I knew it. But guys, what a great show. We'll be back Friday with John Chapman, all right? John's going to have a nice, good old draft. The Book of John is going to be released on this show. If you guys don't know what the Book of John is, the Book of John, Sam, you can't laugh in the middle of the stream, bro. I see it. The Book of John is his draft guide, all right, and all his grades on the prospects that he has for the San Francisco 49ers. So that will be released on the show. All right. I do believe you're a member of his Patreon. You'll get that for free. And then maybe we'll do a little discount and give a couple away on Friday's episode. All right. So make sure you guys tune into that by 11 a.m. today, 5 p.m. right here on the same channel. Larry Kruger will be here. I hope. I got to double check with his schedule, make sure he's still good. And then right back at 7 p.m. on our SF 49ers and the Wayne Breezy channel will be the RMB show. It's going to be amazing. Do not miss tonight's episode. It's going to be great. Love y'all. Always stay up, stay faithful. You already know, man. Keep it nitty gritty. That's what I love about it, man. You come up here, you give them gritty ass takes. That's what I like. You get down to the gritty, man. That's what we do here. Thanks for watching. Stay up. Peace.